Someday, Hollywood needs to make a movie about the making of Cats. Because if they don't, I swear to God, I will use all of my powers and everybody I know to make that movie myself. What's up, Raiders? Welcome back. It's I, Groovinator of raidersofthelostflicks.com. Remember, if it's a bad movie, we want to know about it. And I've been wanting to talk about this one for quite a while because my buddy Fatal J likes to release a lot of videos about release the Snyder Cut, the Justice League movie that we never saw. And now I want to do this one. I want to do release the Butthole Cut because yes, buttholes had to be edited out of Cats. Now, Cats is something that I've taken a morbid curiosity from ever since that first trailer dropped because, damn, if that doesn't tell you about the industry, I don't know what does. The fact that the industry tries to tell you what they want you to like, what they think you're gonna like. A collective group of people actually thought that this looked good. That this was going to be a huge success.
Are you fucking high?
They released it in November alongside of a Star Wars movie, and lo and behold, both movies suck. This one is this is a monumental failure. It's available to rent, and I'm going to rent it, and I'm going to review it. I just haven't had time. I apologize. I've been helping my dad paint his house. So, because we're in quarantine, and there's nothing else better to do. So, let's paint the outside of the house before summer and get here, because summer in Florida is unbearable. But I've been a little bit busy. I've got a lot of reviews coming out this week. I might have to release them, multiple releases on Friday or get them out throughout the weekend because it's supposed to rain Friday, so I'll have more time to work on them. I apologize I haven't been.
Oh, what the fuck ever!
My Patreon subscriber, Tom Stacy. Tom Stacy is the author of Knobsville, USA, and as here you're looking at some of his cartoons. His cartoons are featured on my website. If you go to raidersofthelostflicks.com and click on comics, you can see some other of his art. And if you're a cartoonist and you want to feature some art on raidersofthelostflicks.com, feel free to contact me at raidersofthelostflicks@gmail.com, and we'll see if we can get something going. Maybe we can feature your art. But I want to thank him for that. So anyway, let's get into this Butthole Cut thing. Yes. Buttholes had to be edited out of Cats. This is from Collider, Matt Goldberg. Cats was perhaps destined for failure, as Lindsay Ellis points out in her recent video essay. Universal's thinking was a hit stage musical combined with a prestige director like Tom Hooper would equal massive success and loss of awards. And they would not have been more wrong. The key conflict is that Tom Hooper doesn't seem to understand how musicals work and the language they're operating in. But another issue seems to be that he doesn't understand visual effects. No shit, those trailers are rough. A couple weeks ago, rumors surfaced that there was a Butthole Cut of Cats. And Release the Butthole Cut started trending as delirious fans of this trash movie wanted to see the one way that Cats could be even more laughably awful. However, it was unclear if this cut actually existed or if the presence of said buttholes was mere heresy. Thankfully, the Daily Beast did come digging, and there were buttholes that had to be edited out. This article is amazing. Cats were already halfway complete when the buttholes first showed themselves. A source who worked on the film's visual effects recalled in a recent interview, when we were looking into the playbacks, we were like, what the hell? You guys see that? We paused it, the source said. We went to call our supervisor and we're like, there's a fucking asshole in there. There's buttholes. It was prominent, but you saw it. And you were just like, what the hell is that? There's a fucking butthole in there. It wasn't in your face, but at the same time too, if you're looking, you'll see it. The Daily Beast notes that it wasn't an artistic vision to include buttholes in the first place, but just one of those things that happened. But someone did have to be hired to fix that problem. However, the pressure of these buttholes in the first place speaks to Tom Hooper's larger incompetence in the VFX field. VFX workers on the film had to be 90 weeks for months for a director who didn't understand the basics of the technology. Before visual effects artists fully render sequences for animated films, they normally show directors play blasts, preview renderings that feature characters without color or texture that allow the director to evaluate the motion before hours of work are done to flesh out things like color, texture, and lighting. Hooper, however, did not seem to grasp that process. Anytime the visual effects team wanted to show the director any animatics, the source said they had to fully render it, otherwise he'd say things like, "What's this garbage? And I don't understand. Where's the fur?"
Sure, it's only a glitch.
This is some what is this a Sender for Ants level of understanding of how VFX works. Hooper also made bizarre, impossible requests because, again, he's bad at his job. Some aspects of the production, the sources alleges, became simple, absurd-like when Hooper would demand to see videos of actual cats performing the same actions the cats would do in a film. And as you know, the source said, cats don't dance. Jesus Christ, this is amazing. This is on top of Hooper's generally dickish demeanor. Multiple times during our interview, the source described Hooper as a horrible. Other adjectives include disrespectful, demeaning, and condescending. When you go into a conference room, you're not allowed to speak, they said, and he talks to you like you're garbage. Perhaps the source is just someone with an axe to grind, but based on the other stories I've heard about this production, I doubt it. It seems like Hooper wouldn't wrap his mind around the film, wanted to make it a realistic because realism is good even if it means disturbing cat people, and didn't make the effort to learn about the VFX work required for a project of this magnitude. It's possible that Cats was always doomed due to the weak source material, but it didn't have to be a torturous experience for its VFX crew, and these people certainly shouldn't have been thrown under the bus at the Oscars with a crummy joke criticizing their work. Yeah, that much I'm going to agree with. If I was in the visual effects department, the last thing that I would want to be associated with would be Cats. Because man, this fucking movie is an anomaly. It really is. It's an anomaly. I can't wait to see it. I will 100% review it on this channel. I didn't really want to buy it because I don't know. It depends on how hard I laugh when I watch this as to whether I would actually purchase the movie or not. But I want to just rent it just so that I can give you a fair review and, you know, make some entertainment out of it. Because, you know, we're all kind of stuck inside right now. And as you see, all I have are a couple of cameras and some lights and whatever you see behind you to give you entertainment. But I can be creative with it. You know, I've got a couple reviews coming out this weekend, and of course I wanted to plug Raiders of the Lost Flicks live this weekend. I will be there with one half of the World Class Bullshitters, where we'll be doing a watch party for my birthday, double feature of Miami Connection and Samurai Cop, and you can watch that with us on YouTube this weekend at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, so make sure you're here for that. I want to know if you guys have seen Cats, or if you know somebody who's seen Cats, or if you want to see Cats. If not, what's the worst CG in any movie that you've ever seen? Leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click the subscribe button on the way out for more hilarious entertainment. Give me a thumbs up as well. I would really appreciate it. You guys have yourselves a groovy day, and this is the Groovinator signing out. Peace.